In 2026, one guy made $300 million. Not a company, not a studio. One guy, with a camera and the attention span of a caffeinated toddler. He has more subscribers than there are people in the United States. Over 400 million. Go ahead, let that ruin your day. He hands out Lamborghinis like they are party favors and somehow strolls away richer every single time. Make it make sense. His name is Jimmy Donaldson. You know him as MrBeast. And whether you adore him or you flinch every time his face ambushes you from a thumbnail, the truth is the same. Right now, he may be the most powerful person in entertainment. A man who got famous counting to 100,000. So how does a kid from North Carolina, filming himself count, end up out earning actual Hollywood studios? Grab a snack, preferably not one of his. Let me walk you through it. Quick housekeeping before the claws come out. Everything here is reporting an opinion, not gospel. Everyone mentioned is innocent until proven guilty, and I am just your guide through what is publicly known. We clear? Perfect. Let's rewind. First, you have to grasp how genuinely absurd the numbers are. Forbes crowned MrBeast the highest paid creator on the planet at roughly $300 million in a single year. For scale, the entire top 50 creators cleared $1 billion for the first time in history. MrBeast, by himself, pocketed almost a third of it. One slice of the pie that is somehow half the pie. That is not my nephew does YouTube money. That is out-earns a mid-sized movie studio money from free videos on the app your grandma has. And here is the part that shorts people's brains. He is famous for giving it all away. So how does hemorrhaging money turn you into a billionaire in waiting? Oh, it is completely on purpose. Stick around. Rewind to 2012. A 13-year-old Jimmy Donaldson starts posting to a channel called MrBeast 6000. Gaming clips, view count tips, an audience of roughly nobody. But Jimmy was not wired like other teenagers. He got obsessed, clinically obsessed, with one question. What actually makes a video go viral? He reportedly studied the algorithm the way the rest of us avoid studying anything. He literally posted videos guessing how much other YouTubers earn. A deeply strange hobby. Also, quietly, he was reverse engineering the entire business while everyone else was just vibing in the comments. Then, 2017, the click. He films himself counting to 100,000. It takes him over 40 hours. It is objectively a terrible idea, and it detonates. That was the light bulb. Do something so ridiculous, so expensive, or so unhinged that clicking becomes basically involuntary. Everything since is that exact same trick, just with more zeros bolted on. Here's where it gets clever, and honestly a little diabolical. Most creators make a video, take the ad money, and go buy something shiny. Jimmy did the opposite on purpose. His rule, which he has said out loud plenty of times, was brutally simple. Take almost every dollar a video earns and shove it right back into making the next one bigger. Ad money funds the giveaways. Bigger giveaways farm more views. More views print more money. More money buys a louder, dumber, bigger stunt. It is a snowball, and he has been shoving it downhill for a decade without blinking. In 2021, he rebuilt the entire Squid Game set in real life. Reported budget around $3.5 million. It became one of the most viewed videos ever made. The unhinged math worked. But here is what the wholesome edits leave out. The giveaways are not charity. They are the best performing thumbnail on earth. I gave a stranger a house is not a good deed, it is advertising. And it is the cheapest advertising per eyeball that has ever existed. Then, he pulled the move that actually builds the fortune. He stopped renting his audience to advertisers and started selling to them directly. MrBeast Burger. Then Feastables, his chocolate line, reportedly pulling in hundreds of millions in sales. The videos quietly became a 400 million person commercial for products he owns. That is the real business. The videos are the bait. The snacks are the hook. Genius or mildly dystopian, depending entirely on your mood. But the giveaways have a twin, and this one actually is charity. In 2019, he teamed up with Mark Rober and pointed the entire internet at a tree counter. Team trees. 20 million trees, $20 million. And for once, the internet behaved and actually hit it. Then in 2021, they ran it back with Team Seas, aiming to pull 30 million pounds of trash out of the ocean. Same playbook, bigger number. Say what you want about the guy, he weaponized clickbait for something that grows back. He also spun up Beast Philanthropy, a whole separate channel where the ad revenue funds food banks, houses for families, wells, surgeries. The cynical read is that generosity is just content. The generous read is that the surgeries still happen. Both can be true at once. Now here's the part most people never clock. MrBeast is not a YouTuber with a camera. He is a logistics company that happens to post videos. He runs the whole operation out of Greenville, North Carolina, with reportedly hundreds of full-time employees, dedicated sound stages, and a research team whose actual job is figuring out why you clicked. It is a film studio cosplaying as a guy in a hoodie, and he is fanatical about the craft in a way that borders on unwell. Videos get reshot, intros get rebuilt, thumbnails get tested against each other like it is a laboratory, because to him it basically is. He has said the first minute of a video matters more than everything after it combined, and he edits like he genuinely believes it. He also cloned himself across the planet. There are official MrBeast channels, dubbed into Spanish, Hindi, Portuguese, and a pile of other languages, each pulling their own hundreds of millions of views. One guy quietly rebuilt into a global broadcast network, while the actual networks were still arguing about streaming. And all of that machinery, the studios, the staff, the snacks, the foreign channels, eventually got a price tag. His parent company, Beast Industries, reportedly raised money at a valuation somewhere around $5 billion. For a business that started with a teenager guessing strangers' salaries. So the next time somebody calls him just a YouTuber, they are describing the camera and completely missing the empire bolted on behind it. An empire that, by 2025, was finally big enough to start breaking. By 2025, he pulled it off. He dethroned T-Series as the most subscribed channel on the platform. Over 400 million subs. Undisputed king of the algorithm. So naturally, he tried to get bigger, because that appears to be the only setting he owns. He partnered with Amazon for a reality show called Beast Games, biggest cash prize in TV history, $5 million, over 1,000 contestants. And this is where the gloss cracked a little. After the Las Vegas taping, several contestants filed a class action lawsuit. It alleged the set was chaotic and badly managed, with reports of long hours and a medical team stretched thin. Now remember the disclaimer, clause back in. These were allegations. MrBeast's team pushed back and called some reporting inaccurate, and Amazon released the show anyway. But for the first time, the machine looked a touch too big for even him to steer. Around the same time, he dropped Lunchly, a Lunchable-style snack, with KSI and Logan Paul. The internet, to put it gently, did not send a fruit basket. Critics dragged it, and a few veteran YouTubers happily piled on. So there he was, the biggest creator alive, quietly bumping his head on the ceiling of what one human can actually run, all at once. Which teed up the question this whole story was building toward. Because MrBeast is not really a YouTuber anymore. He is a trailer for where all of this is heading. Sit with it. Creators just out-earned Hollywood. A man with a phone lapped every TV network. The most watched entertainment on the planet now comes from individuals, not studios. And MrBeast is the template everyone is frantically photocopying. Every faceless channel, every I survived 24 hours in X, every giveaway thumbnail, they are all running the playbook he wrote. Reinvest, escalate, own the product. Rinse, repeat, retire the family. And that is why the $300 million number actually matters. It is not just one guy getting loaded. It is proof the entire entertainment industry is sliding from studios to individuals. And the money is sprinting to keep up. The only real question left is whether anyone, Jimmy very much included, can keep a machine this enormous from eventually flying off the rails. Empires are a blast to build. They are a nightmare to hold on to. So, verdict. Genius businessman who solved the internet? Or a flashing warning light for where entertainment is going? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, which is more than I can say for some people's contracts. If you want more autopsies of the people quietly running the internet, subscribe to the Clout Report. Fresh tea every week. I will see you in the next one.